it's Edie, and today we're talking about the phrase, oh my God. 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 Oh my God, Becky. Oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, that phrase is used so much. I am guilty of overusing it myself. I use it all the time. I say, oh my God, to everything. I get really excited and I'm just like, oh my God. So, you know, it's a very common phrase. And I think sometimes people take it a little bit too seriously and they're like, oh, you shouldn't use the Lord's name in vain, blah, blah, blah. Or they will try and twist it and then say, oh my goddess, or, you know, oh my gods, in order to differentiate themselves. And so that's kind of what this video is talking about today. So I use the phrase, oh my God, and to me it means absolutely nothing. It is just a turn of phrase, a cluster of words that is common slang, and the words don't have any deeper meaning for me. So when I say, oh my God, it's just like saying holy shit to me. It's just like saying cool shoes. I mean, like, there's really no deeper meaning behind the phrase, oh my God. But that's not always the case, because some people are very strict about never using the phrase, oh my God, or taking the Lord's name in vain, or using it in what some people consider a derogatory manner, or a flippant manner that therefore diminishes the power behind the God referenced in the phrase. And for me, that's just not the case. It's just a turn of words for me. And then there are those other people who will purposely turn the phrase to say, oh my goddess, or oh my gods, therefore bringing light to the fact that they are not saying, oh my God, because they don't believe in the Christian God that is traditionally implied behind oh my God. I hope that's making sense. The point is, they're exaggerating the fact that they're not saying oh my God. They are therefore calling out to some other being that they feel more resonant with. Now, for me personally, the phrase, oh my God, means absolutely nothing other than I'm really fucking excited, or I'm really fucking pissed off, or I cannot believe that. I mean, it's just like using the word fuck for me. It's completely interchangeable, and there's no deeper meaning behind it. I'm not referencing any specific entity, you know, in the energetic field. I'm not referencing someone in the sky. I'm not calling out to some sentient being. I'm just using a group of collected words in order to express my particular emotion at the time. And so I would never say, oh my God, and then feel like I am in any way connecting to the Christian God, or being derogatory or offensive, because it just doesn't mean anything to me. And at the same time, I would not say, oh my goddess, or oh my gods, because that just doesn't make sense to me. Perhaps if I was calling out to those entities, or, you know, using the energy of those entities, then it would make more sense for me to say, oh my goddess, or oh my gods, depending on my personal associations with those phrases. And for me, I resonate with goddess energy. And so if that phrase did have a deeper meaning for me, therefore I might say, oh my goddess. However, because I respect the goddess energy, and because I do resonate with the goddess energy on a spiritual level, I therefore do not say, oh my goddess, because then I feel like it is in some way being flippant of the energy that's implied. So while the phrase oh my God doesn't mean anything to me, the phrase oh my goddess is actually slightly off-putting to me. Words have power. So if I'm saying a collective of words that don't necessarily mean anything to me, then those words are not going to have the same power as if I'm using a collective of words that do have meaning to me. So by saying, oh my God, again, I'm just saying a colloquial phrase. However, by saying, oh my goddess, then there is energy behind that. And I am pulling her energy into that phrase. And therefore, by using it in such a flippant way, I'm kind of disrespecting her. So for me, I would never say, oh my goddess. And I'm not going to flip the phrase from oh my God to oh my goddess simply because I follow the goddess or resonate with the goddess. So I think that people who are turning that phrase and saying oh my goddess or oh my gods, perhaps they are attention seeking and just trying to get the reaction out of it. But I think they're also trying to use the power behind the gods or the goddess that they are using in the phrase. So I think it really comes down to how the phrase is being used. If it's just being used to express yourself, like, oh my God, what a cute pair of shoes, then should you be saying, oh my goddess? In my opinion, no, because I would never use the goddess's energy in that way. So the Christians say you don't use the Lord's name in vain, and while I don't subscribe to that theology, there is something to that. If I had a different relationship with God, I would probably feel differently. So at the same time, I would never say, oh my goddess, because I do have a respect for the goddess, and I don't want to use her name in vain, even though I don't feel like that's what I'm doing, if that makes sense. And at the same time, I also don't say, thank God, because when I am grateful for something, when I am appreciative of something, I don't say thank God, because God doesn't mean anything to me. I don't associate with that entity, with that energy, but I will say thank the gods, because that is genuine gratitude that I'm expressing to the energies that I resonate with. If I am giving thanks or giving gratitude, it is always directly to the goddess. Thank you, goddess. I say it to her. In general conversation, I will say thank the gods when I'm appreciative of something, but when I am in the moment giving gratitude, like directly focused on giving gratitude for something that I have received, for abundance, for safety, for happiness, for whatever it is, I speak directly to the goddess. Thank you, goddess. I appreciate what you have given me. I am so grateful for what you have done. I speak directly to her, and I thank her goddess energy for what she has bestowed upon me. I would never say thank God, because I don't resonate with that energy. I don't work with that energy. I don't really have a God representation in my spiritual path. The closest that I personally get to that is like the sun energy. I feel like the sun is probably the closest to a godlike energy for me, but my personal practice is very feminine, goddess centric. So the God energy does not really resonate with me. So I don't thank God. I thank the gods, because I do think that there are multiple ones, both male and female, and I think that they are all at work on my behalf. So in general conversation, I will say thank the gods. But again, for real gratitude, like sincere gratitude, for me, that goes directly to the goddess. And I would never even say, just in a turn of phrase, oh, thank God, you know? So I think that the words have power, and it's important for us to consider what they mean to us and whether or not we should be turning that phrase. So just because we're pagan or witches or what have you, does that mean we should turn all of those phrases that use the word God to goddess? No, I don't think so, because again, words have power. So, you know, for me, I would never say, oh my goddess. I just feel like it's incredibly disrespectful to her energy. But I know that there are people who will turn that phrase on purpose because they don't resonate with the God energy. In the same way that I would never say thank God, they would not say, oh my God. They would say, oh my goddess. So I mean, it's to each their own. Really, it's your own personal choice, but that's just kind of my opinion on the topic. And I don't know really where this came from. It just kind of popped into my head. The other day I was having a conversation with someone and they said, "Oh my goddess." And so it just kind of brought on a conversation, and that's where this video came from. So I'd really love to hear your thoughts about this. I'd love to hear which side of the fence you're on, or are you not on the fence? Like, how do you use those phrases? Do you say, "Oh my God"? Do you not say anything close to that? Do you say, "Oh my goddess"? Do you flip it? When you give genuine thanks, do you say, "Thank Goddess"? Do you talk directly to the God or Goddess energy that resonates with you? Or, you know, just in general conversation, do you, even though you may not be Christian or follow that path or have a God-like figure, do you just still say "Thank God" because that is the generic turn of phrase? I'd love to hear what you have to say about that. So leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. Remember, if you like what I do here, don't forget to hit the little subscribe button. That way you don't miss anything. And then click the little bell. That way you get the notifications from YouTube letting you know I've uploaded a video. Share it with your friends. Give it a thumb up. Leave me a comment down below. Keep the conversation going. I'd love to hear what you have to say. If you want to hang out with me on Facebook, you can find me in Edie's Cosmic Gathering Place. The link is down below, so you can check out that group over there. There is exclusive content that I post just in that place, so if you're interested in seeing some other tidbits from me, you can find them over there as well. Thank you all so much for being here. Remember, you are fierce, you are fabulous, and you are fucking badass. So keep that shit up, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye!